drugs at ports in England. The latest one has happened at Felixstowe, and it's actually the second one that's happened this year at Felixstowe for large amounts of heroin. The National Crime Agency, which is the agency that investigates major crime, it's almost like our FBI. An international investigation has resulted in the largest ever seizure of heroin in the UK. Nearly 1.3 tons of Class A drugs were recovered from a container ship, the MV Gibraltar. It was caught at the port of Felixstowe on the 30th of August. The National Crime Agency found out the heroin would be on the vessel when it docked in the UK en route to Antwerp in Belgium. The record haul would be worth around 27 million in wholesale and in excess of 120 million at street value, where it was typically sold in county lines drug dealing operations. The NCA spokesman goes on to say the shipment arrived on the 30th of August and was searched by officers from Border Force. They found a total of 1,297 kilos of the substance, and it was concealed under a cover of towels and bathrobes. Officers removed the drugs. They returned the container to the vessel, which continued on to Antwerp and docked in the Belgian port city on the 1st of September. Under surveillance by the Dutch and Belgian authorities, the container was driven by a lorry to a warehouse in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and upon arrival, officers moved in and arrested 4 people who were in process of unloading the consignment. The 1.3 million ton haul follows the seizure of 398 kilos at the same Felixstowe port on the 2nd of August. The NCA director Matt Horn said this is the record seizure in the UK and one of the largest ever in Europe. It will have denied organised crime gangs tens of millions of pounds in profits and is the result of a targeted intelligence-led investigation carried out by our team and international partners. The size of this and other recent shipments demonstrate the scale of the threat we face. You can be certain this would eventually have been sold on the streets of the UK, fueling high levels of violence and exploitation, including county lines offending nationwide. And in the first seizure from August the 2nd, the 398 kilos, a man from Bromsgrove was actually arrested in connection with that. No other news actually was said about it since then, so maybe, you never know, maybe somebody started talking. With big cases, the more people that are involved in it, the more chance that somebody's going to talk sooner or later. I've never seen this much heroin in one room at any time, so this must have definitely been a very common route that people were using. I'm imagining from this route will start going a bit quieter now. It's a very small dock, and there's a lot of docks all over the country that could be used exactly the same, different harbours, but this one has obviously had a specific route and also very targeted by the police, so they must have had very good intelligence as to which they've said they've had to be able to pull this all down. So I'd love to hear what people have to say on this, and I've got some really in-depth documentaries coming up as well, and lots of street news and music news this week, so make sure you turn on the bell for notifications and don't forget to like, comment, share